Hello. In today's reading lesson, we're going to be taking a look at text and graphic features in informational text. Let's begin by reading page 364. Text and graphic features. Informational text like mountains surviving on Mount Everest may use different kinds of text and graphic features to present information. Text features include headings that tell about the content of sections. Captions identify what is in photographs. Boxed facts can add to information found in the main text. Graphic features may include a map to help locate a place, a label diagram that will show the parts of something. Photos and illustrations show what things look like. Look back at pages 348 through 351. How can you find out more about mountains? So boys and girls, you are going to be using the graphic organizer that I included in this link. So you may want to watch the video first and then complete the graphic organizer, or you can go ahead and fill in the organizer as I do it and pause where you need to pause, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is go to page 348, and let's take a look here. So on page 348, the text or graphic feature that I see here first and foremost is a heading. So we're going to type heading there. Made that underline, so we'll type heading. The place that we found this is on page 348. And the purpose of a heading is to tell the reader what the section is about. Okay, so that's the first thing that we see. Now, the other thing that we notice, boys and girls, let's go ahead and read it, okay? So it says, the clock showed almost midnight. The temperature was freezing. Icy winds roared. A group of people huddled in the darkness on a rocky ridge. In moments, they would begin the final stage of a dangerous journey. They were climbing to the top of Mount Everest, the world's highest mountain. So on this page, boys and girls, we also see a photograph. Okay, we see a picture of the mountain. So let's put that there. Picture of mountain. And this is also found on page 348. So I'm going to go down. And the purpose of this picture, again, is to help us as readers understand. So from the pictures, we do see that the mountains are steep and icy because they have snow on it. And if you'd like to add other information, you can about what that picture is helping you understand. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so boys and girls, on this page, let's see what page this is. On this page, boys and girls, we actually see a picture of a map, and that's on page 350. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to put map found on page 350. And our map, let's read this just so we'll get a better idea. So we see another heading, what are mountains? It says mountains are a type of tall landform. They rise high above the area around them. Mountains are taller than hills. They can rise thousands of feet in the air. They are found all over the world, even beneath the sea. A group of mountains is large. It's called a range. The biggest mountain range in North America is the Rocky Mountains. The Andes in South America is the world's largest mountain range. So for the purpose of this map is showing us where we can find mountain ranges. So for the purpose, we'll put where mountain ranges are found. Okay, so let's go down a little. So let's recap before we move on. So far we've identified 3 text and graphic features. We've found a heading, we found a picture of mountains, and we've also found a map. Okay, on this page, boys and girls, this piece right there, it says mountains cover 1/4 of Earth's land surface. This graphic feature is called an information box. So here we'll put information box. And that information box is found on page 351. And what an information box does is it gives us, it is additional information about mountains. Okay, so that's what an information box does. All right, and we can maybe do one more on page 355. Okay, here on page 355, we see a diagram. And as you recall, boys and girls, diagrams are used to help us better understand something. So we have a picture here, but the picture also has labels on there. So we see that the base camp is at the bottom, and then we see the summit is at the top. So once again, this is just a picture representation to help us understand the path that the character in our story had to travel. So that's page 351. I'm sorry, page 353, 355, I'm sorry. And then the reason or the purpose of this down a little. Our purpose of this diagram, it shows the reader the path the team had to travel. Okay, so boys and girls, I have identified, or we have together, we've identified 5 different features in our story. Go through the story and see if you can find any more to add. And if you do, you can simply put a page number there under it, or you can put it below and tell us how this feature helps you to better understand the story. And if you go through, there are so many more that you can find. At the bottom is a question that needs to be answered by you. And the question says, what kinds of information do these text features provide? Okay, so what kinds of information do the things that we've listed above help to provide? All right, so that concludes our reading lesson, and we once again took a look at the text and graphic features found in this week's story of Mountains Surviving on Mount Everest. Take care.